Hello, beautiful beings. This is Primus, my purple dragon. I named him Primus because my oldest daughter took me to a Primus concert a few years ago. I make these birch beds. I don't know if you can see it very well. Yeah, I make birch beds for my plants. And they seem to really like them. Primus is getting so big I need to make a new bed for him. I kind of feel like I know what I want to talk about. Ancients, what would you like to talk about? For sure, okay. So which one first? So I went to treatment for anorexia in 1989, and I made a video not too long ago, a few months ago, saying that I didn't realize that I was still following anorexic thoughts until my last weight loss. And that one kicked my butt so hard that I realized that it was indeed an anorexic relapse. So lately, I haven't been feeling comfortable because of the weight that I have gained. It feels very uncomfortable in my stomach area. And I've been doing really, really well at ignoring it. And also I have begun to really, really, really enjoy eating. There's zero mental, any of that negative thought that used to happen when I ate is completely gone. I really, really like to eat. So for the last 4 or 5 days, I've had thoughts come in about that I really don't feel comfortable. I feel like I've gained plenty of weight, and maybe I have. You know, I feel super healthy. I haven't weighed, but I'm assuming that I am up to at least 115. And for, you know, my size, 5'3", that's considered healthy. Yeah, I feel like my meat suit has filled out, and I just feel really healthy. However, my thoughts keep going to my stomach. And so some of the thoughts that come in when I think about my stomach is that now I look like a typical middle-aged woman. You know, it's sneaky because it uses thoughts like that to get me to take action on them. Because it just, I mean, who wants to be perceived as a old middle-aged woman? It only feels uncomfortable, they're saying, to perceive myself that way because I'm not a old middle-aged woman. I'm a divine being. I'm a beautiful being. And this is my suit. This is my space suit for being on planet Earth. So I'm kind of telling on myself right now, you know, to keep myself accountable so I don't lose weight. I don't need to lose weight. I'm healthy. I'm going to get really, really busy very, very soon. I just got my new work schedule for this month, and it's very exciting. We finally got busy. I clean vacation rentals, like really high-end vacation rentals. And it's just so exciting to see parking lots filling up, and just, the vibe is just getting better because everybody's getting better, you know, and it's been a rough time for millions of people on the planet, billions of people on the planet. So, talking about this physical form, our space suit, because it really is, if you think about it, this isn't our home. This isn't where we reside. This is where we are right now. So, this skin is the largest organ of our body, and it comes in all different colors. That is a fact. All those things I just said just now are absolute 100% facts. So, I almost said the fact. It's a fact in a different way. The fact that people actually murder each other because they have a different colored organ. That is some of the deepest amnesia on the planet. It will be overcome. They're saying that for some reason, people think that focusing on something, it's important to have it come into my experience so I can pray about it. Bring it to silence. There are I don't watch the news, read the paper, anything like that, but when I need to know about something, it definitely comes into my experience. And so many people think that focusing on, just keeping focusing on it is helping somehow, but it's not. It's feeding it. Focusing on it in a negative way. If a person is compelled to help from a very empowered way, not reacting, but in an empowered place, awesome. But there's such a thing as feeding negative things that happen on the planet, just feeding it with more negativity, just perpetuating it, even, yes, just with thoughts, because it's not just thoughts, there's so much emotion behind it. So there's a difference between feeding it with negative thinking and feeding the solution. There it is. Solution oriented, or just feeding hatred. So I don't know how I can help besides trying to help remind unconscious beings that this skin is just here to hold our guts in, and blood and everything else. It's not who we are. You were just conditioned. You're unconscious. You're not awake. You don't know any better right now because you were conditioned to believe the things that you're believing about people with a different colored skin. But it's just a habit, and habits can be broken. And, one way that the divine is waking unconscious beings up is, well, karmic debt. It's here. And yes, even though it's not your fault, even though it's not our fault, it's nobody's fault that they are conditioned from birth. Nobody's. It's how it happens on the planet. However, sometimes the only way that beings that are so unconscious that they are wreaking havoc on the planet, they're being cruel, they're so toxic that they need a spanking. Mother Earth, other humans, other beings that are having this human experience, they're not going to tolerate it anymore. The deep amnesia that is wreaking so much havoc on the planet. And so what is going to happen, and what is happening to those incredibly unconscious beings is it's going to hurt. Things are going to start really hurting for them. It's a wake-up call. So the people that are still judging people by the color of this organ, things are going to start hurting. Karma is here. Karma is the baddest bitch imaginable. And it's justice. She's the bitch of justice. Things can only go so far for so long. It's the law. It's the law, universal law. The law of the universe. Things are changing now. Things are changing. And yes, of course, so many times it looks and feels worse right before a major change. But things are definitely shifting and changing. I absolutely know it. And if there's anything that I can do to help that I don't know about, please tell me. Please share that with me. So I told on myself because I wanted to lose weight, and the ancients and I really wanted to talk about our skin. I have been our, as in, billions of us, our skin. What was I just going to say? I don't remember. I don't need to. I kind of want to, though. slotsongwithmamaG@gmail.com if you'd like to email me and have a private conversation about whatever may be bothering you, whatever may be driving you insane because you can't stop thinking about it. Seriously, they're saying 1 5-minute, 10-minute phone call could completely shift your perception. Seriously, that simple. I know, I just said seriously twice. Nope, 3 times. And it's free. Song will always be free. I don't even know how to set anything up for anything. I don't. Someday I will, because the Mama G Foundation accepts donations. Donations of any kind. Whatever a person will be compelled to give. That is what food, clothing, money, whatever, like seriously, whatever, your time. It's beautiful. I love it that way. I wouldn't want it any other way. I just love to see how the divine has brought exactly what I need when I need it in so many different ways that my mind could never come up with. It would have definitely a certain way that something should show up, but the more I let go, the bigger life gets. Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. So, I used to feel ashamed. I have at times, but that's useless. That's self-defeating. I used to feel ashamed of my skin color. But as they're reminding me right now, we chose our skin color. We were a part of choosing every aspect of our physical form that we were going to express in, this time around. We have every time. So, because it allows us unique learning experiences. I think that's all we have for now. I love you so much.